Bruh.
Hey, traders, welcome to episode 819 of the show. Could be doing anything. You're here. That's awesome. I appreciate it. And just starting the show kind of with Bitcoin on the 4-hour instead of the daily, just because you can't really see with an equidistant channel, this down sloping, the inverse head and shoulders. You know, it's just harder to see, you know, the correlation between the price action and the trend lines. You can't see it like you can see it here, where we are looking at it. You know, the range. You know, when you're drawing a range, normally it's like the first low and high, right? When you find that low and you make that move the upside. Okay, so candle low close and wick, candle high close and wick, and that sets the range, right? Anything that falls out of it, it's, you know, that's, you're not making adjustments to your range because, right? I mean, this is the data you had, so market participants are playing in that range, even if it falls out. So you can clearly see what's happening right now, as we had broken above it, broken out of the range. 2 months we'd been at, really. And yeah, I mean, we were on this 4-hour candle, we were nearly $8,000. I think we were like $5, $4 off from hitting it again before reversing pretty violently. I remember just sitting here, you know, talking in the Discord, looking at charts and watching Bitcoin go from nearly $8,000 all the way down to like $7,750. I'm talking in like 2 minutes. Very fast. But for now, it seems like Bitcoin's holding, or trying to hold on to this support somewhat. Lots of negative momentum. Not so much volume. So if you are bullish on Bitcoin, you really don't want to fall back inside this range. It's not really what you're looking for, but we know going to the daily, even if we do, there's another hope, man, right? The neckline of the pattern, right around 75, 60 or so. Go down there and touch that, back test it before running again, or not. But at the end of the day, not today, but at the end of whenever this consolidation or selling ends and a pivot begins, and that is inevitable, that will happen, whether it's here, 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 down here. Whenever we pivot, you want it to be higher than the previous low, which happens to be around like 69.50. That's all you need. If you get a pivot point higher low than the previous low, that means more accumulation, which is a very good sign. But as it stands now, all we've done to this point with this channel is touched it perfectly, like the Jesus Man. Touched the historical resistance like the Jesus Man. Confluence was right there. And we've done nothing but sell off since. But not much selling yet. It's the daily time scale. You must remain patient. Stop using a 1 minute, 5 minute, 30 minute mindset when you're looking at a pattern, this inverse head and shoulders that exists on the daily. I know people can just like forget about that. This is like swing trading, semi-position trading stuff that we do here, not day trading or scalping. So different worlds. Okay, stock markets, on the other hand, hit all-time highs. Very cool. If you're a market participant, what did President Trump say today? Check your 409Ks.
Bruh.
So he needs to get with him, let him know it's a 401k. I'm sure he knows, but coffee fee, 409Ks, throw it into the basket of memes. All in good fun. And also, you know, it's kind of breaking U.S. officials saying that, sorry, man, we're not trying to bring up politics, but they could always potentially affect the markets, right? You know, that plane that was heading to the Ukraine with tons of Canadians that crashed. U.S. officials saying that it was Iranian.
Love the consistency, Mitch. Thank you.
Bruh.
What's up, AM, man? Thanks for the threes, dude. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your consistency of viewing. All of you. Y'all the real ones. Okay? You know, someone's like, can't remember what they said. It's like, I fear all the hype on Bitcoin's dead. And I'm like, oh, let me tell you, you will see immediately that all the hype is dead on Bitcoin already in 2 days by just watching the stream, looking at viewers, all that, right? Hold on, let me refresh that, delete it. I do this every stream. So gold is sold off. Oil has sold off and continue to sell off. $59.59. Probes would be so jealous. I think I saw him request XRP earlier. Get wrecked, dude. You just don't get it, man. Okay, we good? Saving? Alright, we're good. We want to take a look over. I mean, we can look at the futures chart for a second. Whenever ran. Okay, 78.40. You still broken out. Stay outside. Don't know how much it matters if the spot price wants to dump. But again, all we want, our only demands, Bitcoin lords, is a higher low. That's all we demand. We don't care about anything else. Especially if we take it along at the accumulation area, higher low, and go again. Oh yeah, so gold did kind of break that support. I mean, pseudo support. I don't even know, man. I mean, like, you have a run like that, that probably won't hold. It didn't really hold. It had some more selling today. This new candle just opened. I mean, like, literally 14 minutes ago. And always thought that we could come down to 15.15, that 15.25 area. It's just like the zone back from 2011, 2012. Back test for running again. Or not, right? Too much demand. I mean, we hit that 1.44 and bearishly engulfed and getting a small amount of follow-through price action, but we need more data, a few more days to see really how that engulfing will play out. A higher low would be stupendous. Higher low than these previous lows, you're in good shape. Very good, man. Gold has been just killing it. Even with the sell-off, oh well, man. Patient man's game. You had to be patient here. You'd say you weren't warned for like 2 years if you've been watching. Dude. Composite operator accumulating gold. We found out later the composite operator happened to be central banks buying up 155 billion in a 6-year period. 6 years. Hype for gold. And we looked yesterday. I mean, the correlation between Bitcoin and gold, it's not, there is no correlation. It's like they, you know, kind of pumped near the same time, but not really. I don't know. When one's correcting, the other one's going up, vice versa. But now it's like, eh. Okay. So, we're talking about S&P 500. Getting close to a 1618. Wait, what the? Sorry. What am I doing? 1618, man, the gold mean ratio for the major high to low. And still, you know, after I talk about it, people say, hey, where we are on the stock market's insane. It's crazy. We're due for a correction. But it's like, come on, man. We talk about this like almost every time someone says it in the chat, like we need a correction. It's like, dude, we had a correction. I just need to put this on my favorites bar. I hate this. I wish you could hotkey. I mean, can someone call TradingView and be like, hey, man, you know, millennials use this. You know, millennials, like, used to play video games when they were younger. You know, like, we can hotkey everything. Let us hotkey everything. If I'm paying you a crap load of money a year, you should let me hotkey all of these any way I want. Okay, I'm going to make the date range a spacebar, like whatever, or use my harmonics as spacebar. Look, we need a correction on stock market. We need a correction on stock market. It's too high, even though it really was correcting for 630 days. What do you think CHOP barely at all making all-time highs is? That is consolidation in CHOP. 2 years. You finally broke it for real this time, and you're going. It'd be something insane that may never happen, but here's the weekly. This is the pattern. the broadening top. Seems crazy now, dude.
Bruh.
Wow, Ethereum Classic has been hanging in there really well. I'm not in love with the asset, but definitely perfect for tipping. Love you all.
Wow. Claudio, man, thanks for the Ethereum Classic again. Your signature contribution. I really appreciate it, man. Much love. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude, because you were tipping me Ethereum Classic when it was correcting all summer too, right? Like losing tons of its value. It literally, from December of 2018 to December of 2019, gained 0%. Nothing, right? Now, if you go 6 months into that 1 year period, yeah, Ethereum Classic performed greatly, but holding Ethereum Classic could have been a terrible idea, right? So, whatever. Look here, listen, Claudia, weekly 3621's a measured move of the broadening top pattern. Bullish engulfing on the weekly right now. What? Okay. We cool? Do we get it? You know what's happening now? Market's going to stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. But yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens when this high to low we get to 3312, 3300, which is again the craziest fib extension. Dow Jones Industrial. I mean, you're beyond the 161.8 on that. But look at this, man. I mean, you're approaching from the high point to low point the 1414 fib extension. Also approaching the potential supply line of the upsloping channel you're in. Looks pretty nice. But from this high to this high to this high, I mean, you can see it's like the positive momentum each time is waning. But you could definitely, there could be an argument of bearish divergence. And look here, listen, on the Dow Jones, on the daily, it seems like bearish divergence, right? Am I crazy here? High to the higher high? Yeah, dude, it definitely looks like bearish divergence. Like whatever, man. Somewhat. But who knows, man? This market is insane. People just keep dumping money into it. GBTC looks real bad. Oh, yeah, there you go, man. Okay, we can look at GBTC. Oh, yeah, that is gnarly. A gnarly candle. Hey, you kind of filled a gap. Yep, yeah. Oops, sorry, this log scale. I've been looking at this. It's kind of amazing, though, right? You got to say, hey, look how we gapped up and hit the top, the supply line. And then we engulfed and rejected a breakout, right? Meaning that's where the sell orders were. Hello, technical analysis does things. And yes, we are trying to bounce off of this $9.06 area. It's kind of a support. Look left a little bit. That's kind of it. Yeah, nothing else. So, yeah, trying to hold this just like Bitcoin spot price is trying to hold 7,800. We know that's pretty important. We don't really want to fall below that, even though we know we could. And then if we, fall below 7,800, we'll probably see 75, 70, 7,600. So you say ugly, but I say, hey, kind of pretty well respected, like beautiful. Yep, GBTC had a double bottom though. Definitely had a double bottom, ICO research group, and definitely had bullish divergence on the RSI. Kind of on the MACD when it made that slightly lower low at the ice line. How? I would say divergence, Big Daddy. Right? Convergence doesn't ever mean impending price action continuation. So it means, yeah, it does mean that it could happen. Yeah, I would go divergence. Classic divergence, hidden divergence. I mean, it plays out but I don't know, man. I've always had the most success with classic divergence. Okay, I guess we can go to the whatever S coins. Everyone's hyped on crypto, man. All right, more log scale. Oh, wow. Oh my God, Chad. Ethereum, if Bitcoin breaks the neckline, we'll probably go to 146.50 right here. We did, and now we're selling off like Bitcoin. What was that? It was a critical resistance point. What did you do? You only made a lower high than your previous high than your previous highs before. So until you start making higher highs, you're still in a downtrend on Ethereum. That's it. It is not complicated. You just think if Bitcoin breaks 7,800 and keeps falling and eventually gets back to scrub levels, then Ethereum will be at scrub levels, 125 again. Oak and Shield, what's up, dudes? I guess we can curveball it and do Ethereum Classic to trigger. Well, come on, let's be real. No XRP fanboys or moon boys are in here anymore because they had already lost their minds. Hold on, if I can find it. Wow, yeah. Up 4%. Let's go. Ethereum Classic bucking the entire trend. It's in a way it has decoupled somewhat, for sure. Monero was doing similar stuff. Doesn't look like it so much today. That's great, man. Yeah, you're right. Ethereum Classic. Very good. Now hit the 236, the first fib node for the high to low from the breakout of the structure. And until we break above 533, which we haven't yet, you can't say a trend has reversed yet, right? We have to break that. I mean, at this area is where we could sell off and come back all the way down to like 410. Maybe we hold that as support, and then it's some sort of scuffed, weird-looking left shoulder head, right shoulder situation. Or just couple with Hendelman, just flag, retrace commonly, then go again and then break it. But if it's to make a common retrace from its bottom, you're looking between 595 and 744 in time, not tomorrow, not even the next couple of days. Unless something insane happens, but I doubt it. Penny stock, cannabis advertisements. Wow. That's crazy.
Bruh.
Been a while since Ford fed the Batwayo. Thanks for all the streams along the way. Stay blessed, my brother. Kings.
Dan G, man, thanks for the 560 of BAT. The BAT connects. That's 30 BAT, man. Whoa. Spoiling me on the BATs, dude. Thank you. Cryptocurrency contributions leading the way today. Thank you, dude. Dudes. Claudio and Dan. So all in on ETC. That's the mentality a scrub has, right? Oh, it's only appreciated like 50% in value in a week or two. Yep, time to go all in. No, that is definitely, I know you're kidding probably, but dude, a lot of people don't kid. The only reason you're joking about it is because they've probably been made fun of so many times in here that you're like, oh, it's a meme, it's a joke. Now, 50% of its value increased since December 16th, less than a month. So typically those are not like, you're buying at a premium, you're at your first fib node, and an overhead resistance upon you that you haven't broken yet, near the 200-day moving average, confluent with that. No, that is not a good value area. Okay. Hey, you want to take a look at Insanity real quick? Where someone else might also make the joke, all in Apple? $309.63 to close today. Exceeded the 1618, exceeded the $300 psychological resistance. There's nothing here. There's nothing here, chat. It's We're getting into the Rudy poo. Nothing makes sense now. So no idea if this, you know, hey, I mean, there's always a chance with a gap. Exhaustion gaps are real. There might be the volume for it too. There was high volume on a gap up today. That is one of the 3 types of gaps that exist across the stock market. Charlie's gap theory. I wonder if it's exhaustion, because it'll fill. So will 275s. They will all fill in time. Just not sure when. You are extremely overbought. Come on, 82.5. The rug could get pulled at any time. On the insanity. I mean, think about us maybe coming to back test the channel we broke out of. Wait, what? What the? God, man, log scale is so stupid. Like, it's not stupid. It's just like TradingView will break some of my charts just because I went log scale on another chart. So maybe, you know, we already back tested it once, right? Regarded as support, and it ran. That's exactly what happened. So many gaps to fill. 1 of 303. So. Okay. So y'all remember Shake Shack? Looked technically sound for a potential reversal of the upside. I don't think it's happened yet. But mother of God, if it doesn't look like it's about to break through the upside based on the technicals, higher low, momentum shift connect. And just yesterday we tested the neckline again. When you sold off, look what's happening. Rejection on the bottom. Like you're just, and I'm not talking about go long on Shack because it's an incredible investment. No, it's like go long on Shack. One would go long on Shack because of the technical reasons, because of the pattern, because maybe, just maybe, it could run up and hit a measured move of 67.43. And then one could sell and then dump on it. This thing has been eviscerated near value areas. I mean, one could definitely say that this is a potential value area. So, I mean, God, man, a gap is like way up at $84. I don't know if you'll get up there again anytime soon, but maybe a trade. I mean, the exhaustion of the sellers is extremely evident. Look no further than the MACD and the RSI, where you made a low, you made a lower low, you made the lowest low, and you didn't, on the second low and the lowest low, those two lows, you didn't even have negative momentum. Oscillators all out of whack, man. Still holding on to positive momentum, and your RSI is just rising. So yeah, it could fail, sure, but this isn't. Go ahead with your arguments with fundamentals, that's fine. Mitch, call me Crazy Ray. Yeah, dude. So alarm bells, ringer. Maybe Shake Shack will be reversing its price action to the upside. Another one, PayPal. Well, you were warned on this one. I mean, a couple weeks ago or something. Okay, well, it's, you know what it did today? It actually broke its overhead resistance, then back tested it and held it as support. Indecision candle. Gap fill 115.31. Probably gonna get it. I don't know why my friend always happens to call me literally in the middle of my stream. Like, he doesn't call me before my stream, after, always literally like 30 minutes in. Twitter looks the same as shit. It probably, I mean, like, you think about it, that was a short, right? Hit an 88% retrace, bearish divergence, rising wedge, everything. Oh, Carvana. Finally doing something we want. It's like rising wedge, you break out and you create another rising wedge, and now you're dumping? Yes.
Bruh.
XRP.
What's up, Triggly Puff? Thanks for the $4.07 of XRP. Thank you, dude. Wow. BAT, XRP, ETC. Oh my God, dude. Crypto Kangs in the house. Thank y'all. Really appreciate it. I don't think there's, besides like the Bitcoin Casino streams, I don't think there's ever been more crypto tips than fiat, right? It's like, that shows you how early we are to this stage in the sphere. So again, PayPal, 115.31, great target, but I think I think PayPal will eventually test its all-time highs. Just happens to be a gap fill, and that's 121.24. If the macro holds up, we could exceed that and run to even higher prices. We'll talk about it then, but I'm sorry, man. Your price action, the momentum shifted, clear as day, ascending triangle, and then the amount of accumulation heightened, right? We got heightened demand. We can see that on the chart when we see higher lows become even steeper higher lows. And then here was the sell wall, and then the sell wall was pretty much regarded as support, a little battleground area, big bullish engulfing candle, fall through price action. Should probably keep going up, barring no acts of, crazy tweets or whatever, dude. You know what I'm talking about. Like the stuff that makes these markets go absolutely bonkers. It's like 115.46 or so. Nice. Yeah, we can look at Starbucks. Why not, man? Starbucks, hello. Pretty much like the first thing I talked about yesterday was Starbucks, like after Bitcoin and the big ones. Starbucks. Show the chart. It's like, hey, great opportunity here. It looks really ready to run to the upside. Posted in Discord multiple times yesterday. Like, what the F do I have to do? It got upgraded today. Really? Got upgraded freaking today. And it freaking gamped up, dude. Right, you can see it. It's the demand line. We fell below it to test the 200-day moving average. Pretty much double bottomed off the 200-day moving average. See the accumulation reoccur, right, where you have higher lows. Then you break back above the demand line, and then you back test it as support a few days, and you went up. And that gap could fill, for sure. But the idea was, hey, a little, more midterm, it does seem likely that Starbucks would continue up, and it could very well in time test all-time highs again. Jack Brown, there you go, man. Jack Brown, they make good burgers in Birmingham. It's a restaurant, whatever, bar. Weird though, I went in there for the first time, Jack Brown's downtown, and swear to gosh, sorry. Got my beer, it was draft, there was an effing fly in it. I'm like, really? An effing fly on my first drink, and they had just opened like a week before. I was like, okay, man, cool stuff. But I'm not saying you're that Jack Brown. But I'd be lying if I didn't say that your name reminds me of that experience. Whatever, man. Starbucks. It reminds me of PayPal. Reminded me of CRM. Kind of Amazon in a way. Amazon was more range bound. Way more defined range. This isn't really a range. Yeah, anyone doing 100-time leverage, well, you don't even care. Like, you don't care about your money. Not really. You're being a degenerate gambler if you're going 100-time leverage. Sorry. Okay, IQ, chat. Remember this one? No, I don't remember, man. I don't really remember. Oh, you don't? Because it was an inverse head and shoulders. We identified it. We were scanning. We found it. And look here, listen. Very, very close. I mean, it got so close to that measured move, 100% measured move, like 25.50. It got as high as 24.90. 60 cents off. So it may never make it there, man, but you got to think, maybe. Very close. I mean, it exceeded the 50% 618. Filled a gap today. No, it didn't. Because the gap, I guess, was kind of filled immediately, shortly after. Looked like, that's kind of where you stalled and stopped and pulled back, but it was just an indecision day. Getting a good probes, man.
Captain Kirk Probes tip $25. Loving the Star Wars stuff. Live long and prosper. Can you peek at PBCT? Want to see your thoughts?
I just felt like streaming.
You know, that reminds me of something, dude. And I think you get a kick out of it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. It's a clip. Oh my god. Okay, this is you, Jeff. This is literally you. All right.
Hey, Andy.
You?
By any chance, did you see Battlestar Galactica last night?
No, I did not. Is that any good?
Actually not. It was really so-so.
Okay.
I mean, I like all the crazy monsters and stuff, you know, like Klingons and Wookiees and all that, but... Sorry, was there something you wanted to add, Dwight?
Is that anything like the original Battlestar Galactica?
You know what's weird? It's practically a shot-for-shot remake.
Really?
Doing it fair use.
That's cool.
Story's kind of bland. It's about this guy named Dumbledore Calrissian
Oh,
who
okay.
needs to return the ring back to Mordor.
Really? That doesn't sound right.
That's it, dude. Yeah, that reminds me exactly of what you just did. So, wow. Bradford, you notice like every 15 seconds, got out, got back in, fair use, algos. It's not full screen, so we'll be all right. And we'll know, Bradford, if it was really copyright for real, this stream will go down in the next 10 minutes. We won't be live, but if we're okay, Brad, this stream will stay up. Okay, so keep me posted on that. I think we're fine, man. Probes, was that accurate? Yeah, we can look at that asset. Hold on. Thanks for 25, dude. PBCT, man. Isn't that like a blockchain credit bull connect or something? Remember that? Oh my sweet mother Jesus. This one looks pretty good, dude. Nice one. Nice look. People's United Financial. Oh my god. Complex inverse head and shoulders connect in a way. Kind of. Because it's like, if you have a right shoulder, then this is the collar, the neckline. It's like you've already broken it. It's tough to, where is the neckline, right? So let's zoom out. My god, look at the double bottom. Look at the effing range, dude. Holy crap. Okay, so let's try to make sense. It would be like 1 and 2. Oh, and it's like you've already like broken out maybe. You brought that all the way down here. It's like you're kind of out now, but look at the divergence. See, you know, it's kind of scary with high, higher high, double top, and it's like lower levels positive Momo every time, and then like lower levels relative strength here. So kind of scared. I mean, and like I don't really know what the neckline would be really at this point. I don't know. So this one's kind of, though it looks good and all, and it seems like we've broken out. What if we double topped here? But then you could argue and just be like, bullish rectangle, right? High or low here, bullish convergence. It's not that textbook. The lows, right? The shoulders are oblong, they're all off. But you can clearly see momentum shifting with the higher lows. Very, very true. So it's like if this was the whole structure, then you'd just be like, fine, whatever. There. That would be it, right? Wouldn't it? We're just trying to critically think here about where the neckline of this potentially complex pattern would be. It'd probably be something like that, I guess. Again, I don't really know. But we can look left though and see, you know, historically, right? It's a huge range, like between $13.60 and $17, and we are not above it, right? Look how many fail, fail, right? Up thrusted and failed again, right? So that is a serious problem area, 17 bucks. So if you can't get above that long enough, you could be at the very top of a divergence. Makes you believe, ooh. It's like, you know, when you see that, it kind of makes you be like, well, we could take a trade on it. We could take a shot, but my God, there's thousands of other assets out there that might be better, right? So very hard to say. I mean, if you break this for real, you could have a nice climb, but we've broken it before a couple times. In 2019, it failed. But I do like the higher low double bottom accumulation. So I guess that's the way to think about it. And it would make all the sense in the world, right? You know, why would a measure move make sense to the upside? You would just think it's almost the size of the range. The range. And it would take you all the way up here probably, right? Previous like all-time highs. That would, dude, make so much sense. Yeah, right around measure, you know, like duh. We know that because there's, look at the price action correlation to the trend lines. Straight up, straight down. You know, you ran up, you dumped again. Pretty much went straight up, eventually straight down. I mean, I get it. It's like up and down, but like from the top, it goes to the bottom again, right? So we can break $17. You got a real good shot, but we can't just ignore the fact that how many times we're failing, and we just failed again in December. Does that make sense? It's lots and lots of, I don't know, I wouldn't, kind of contradicting variables a little bit, right? Someone's like, hey, can we look at work? Not all work. Is the stream still up, chat, everyone? That means we're good. That means we didn't get literally striked. We're showing very... oh, wow, a back test. Ooh, bearishly engulfed. Not good. Not really what you want. You want it to stay... I mean, you're kind of right there, but... You're just hoping here, right, on work for a higher low. Just hope for a higher low than 20 bucks. Higher low, accumulation, then run again. That's it. So yeah, it like engulfed today, but it seems like you're right at critical supports. So let's see how that holds. 23.25. You kind of closed actually below it. 23.17. Okay. Right, Garth Vader. It was up Tej, man. Mr. Peabody. Cybertruck pulled back. Old Tesla. Bradford, we're not screwed, man. We're safe, actually. Oh my god, the Viking stream beer run someone just posted. Oh my god, dude. That seems almost like a... Seems like a generation ago, man. Oh my god, dude, look.
Okay. Oh my god. Dude, this sucks. Look. I cannot drive with this thing without my sunroof open. Okay?
Oh my god, man. Wow, nice one. Nice one. That was those are the good old days, man, when Bitcoin was on the rise. Not rising much at all these days. I mean, besides the move up we had based on divergence, convergence, and the higher low, it didn't make a higher high. Not at all. Oh, we could get copyright strike for replaying our own stream on the stream. PTCN, Patreon Hangout. Midway. Looks different with dividends turned on. Ah, okay. Well, I just don't know then, man. Okay, so another asset I was looking at, I thought that might be prime, if the macro holds up, might be primed for Kangage. Coca-Cola. KO. Alright, where ran up and it broke the demand line, back tested a couple times and sold off 38% of the way. Golden zone. People saw value at the 382. And we ran again, and now we're testing near all-time highs, and if we can break this 55.90 area, this 55.40 area, we'll be off for the races. Very easy. I don't care what you call it. It is a momentum shift, clearly, where the lows, the lower lows, the higher lows now. Very easy, man. You know, it's like structure of the pattern, whatever. You can do it like this, and you're conservative, and then it puts you up at like $59. Okay. You could go from the high point to the low point. Oh, okay. 1618 is 58.65. So between $58 $59 would be a target area for Coke if it broke out, made all-time highs. Coke's Momo has shifted, and it's just now hugging its all-time highs, previous all-time highs for the most part. Not bad. Bitcoin's still at 78.20. Only about 10 minutes left on your daily candle. Hype in the chat, I guess. No hype anymore. There was hype a couple days ago. The hype has completely subsided. Thanks for the 420.
Is that a joint?
People watching right now. Thank y'all. All right. Thanks for the 151 likes. And the 11 dislikes. Go after yourself. Don't really care. Okay. So we'll get back to Bitcoin soon. Okay, so Suncor. How about some volatility sauce? All right, where we sold off all the way down to 33.28 before having a very nice resounding bounce to close the day at its highest point. Hammering, engulfing somehow. And this was after that sending try. This was one that I scanned for, found it by scanning. And, you know, so a patron even asked, hey man, there's bearish divergence within ascending triangle. That happens, right? You'll hit the same high, and then you'll keep making lower levels, and it's like a lot of times when you break out, and everything will reset. We'll start over. Like, look what happened. Oh my god, the divergence, man. But it's like, it's not, if it's class B and you have a sell wall and you're showing accumulation, you shouldn't be too worried about it. So it's going well. It's still that 50% retrace, hasn't moved much in a couple days, but great close today on SU. Should see, I mean, looking for 34.86, but we know if it can break 34.86, dang man, I mean, shouldn't stop till 36.70. 36.70, potential reversal area, you know, and there's 618 there too, but and the 786 and the next overhead resistance are kind of close to each other. So 100% measure move of the pattern puts you all the way up $38. Dang. So not too bad, man. Suncor. Why do I think AAL has potential? Good question. I talked about it today in the Patreon chat. American Airlines Group. Okay, here's kind of my case, my reason. And it could be wrong. Could be. But where it is in the history of this chart, were low risk areas compared to this would be high risk. Think about, oh my god, dude, I'm going to go long on American Airlines near its all-time highs. That's high risk. Hello? Low risk, high risk for longs. So, I don't know if we could call this really an inverse head and shoulders, but it does have kind of the psychology of it. I don't like the amount of distribution involved. That's that neckline that makes it so slanted, down sloping. But like a left shoulder, double head, right shoulder, and kind of the way we pivoted the past few days, the bullish engulfing candle yesterday, really made me feel a little bit more optimistic, because it's like you made a low, you made about the same low. And you made almost inexistent negative momo. So that's like that's close to class B, right? Divergence, same thing here. No, I don't think it's a descending triangle really, but I know you could see kind of how it's a buy wall and distribution. Okay, well, I mean, probably worst thing can happen. It goes down $3, back down to this level. But I mean, we double bottomed there. I mean, you would think when you double bottom, you're giving confirmation to the market. This is the bottom for now. So you ran up, and again, man, it's just a technical reason, right? It's just because the value you think would be at 95% from the bottom area to the bottom, 95% to the bottom. And it's just kind of playing a crazy large range position stuff, right? Where eventually you'd think we would retrace in the range 37.55 to 45.76. That's it, dude. Right, holding support. I mean, you're really holding it from May of 2019, holding and holding again. Okay. Square. Same type of thinking, right? With the range. Support, support, support. Higher low than your previous low. Big bounce yesterday. Huge bounce. I mean, up nearly 5% yesterday. And closed today at 67.93. So you're near the highest point of this pattern. Kind of look like Bitcoin's, right? And this is what we could expect on Bitcoin. Chat. Where, hey, we broke out, underperformed, didn't hit the measure. I mean, dude, let's be real here on Bitcoin. Bitcoin was only like $200 away from the measured move of the inverse edge. That's not too bad. That actually makes sense when you think about it. If Bitcoin's in a downtrend, and we know that bullish patterns and bearish trends underperform, meaning they don't normally hit their targets, you're $200 off the measurement. That plays into that theory perfectly. So Square, on the other hand, it's not so much downtrend. I get it. It's in a kind of a correction, whatever. I do think though that Square could eventually see $81 to fill a gap and to hit the top of a range again. Especially, I mean, the fact that we pivoted here is so momentous. It's such a big deal, man. And we're rallying again. So, not overbought. Positive Momo, just building a little bit of, I mean, decent amount of volume propelled us up. So, above the 200-day moving average, sweet. We didn't really ever break above the 200-day moving average. We'll see how we do the second time with it. So, eventually the measure move of this pattern. 74.14 is the target trade setup. Whatever, man. Still okay. Still fine. On Square. CRM was up again today. Crazy. AMD up again. Hit all-time highs. So here's an interesting one. This one will make your brain think, I guess. Really got to think about this one on Intel. It's mixed signals here, dude, right? It's like, oh no. Like, all right, you've been range bound on an asset, Intel, since October of 2017. Really, that's where it started with the gap up, right? You gapped up to create the range. So over 2 years you've been in this range, but you can see you up thrusted through it barely in late November, and you sold off, and you've rallied again with the stock market, and now you're back testing it, I think, kind of as a support. And that thing, you would think that's amazing. That's so fantastic. That means like, oh my God, we might finally be out of this effing range on Intel. But what makes me a little precautious here, or want to not be like all in Intel, right, is because look at this. A higher high, a higher high, lower levels of positive Momo every time. And now on the RSI, a high, slightly higher high, lower levels of relative strength. And that would lead you to believe impending price action reversal to the downside. What? You know, if it's overwhelmingly bullish in the macro, right? Or macro is overwhelmingly bullish and your trends are overwhelmingly bullish. We know that. I mean, you'd think that maybe this is real. And, you know, all-time highs on Intel, $75.80. You got to go back 2,000, dude. Will we make an attempt at this run again? I mean, if we do, we wouldn't fall back into this range again, probably, right? But this is one that really had me thinking a lot today when I was just scanning or whatever, okay? No one cares, Mitch. I know. Let's go to Bitcoin. One minute, dude. Close. Daily close. It looks like you're going to close around 7,800 or so. Let's go that 4 hour. See it. Man, you're just right there, dude. Right at that where traders settled up November 29th. You're just chilling at it. So this could very well be an upthrust. You fall below this, look out below 7,600, then 7,500 after that. That's that neckline area. 30 seconds. So we're just going to hang out here for a sec. Beautiful range, though. If you look at it, horizontal lines, it's fantastic. Great way to just look here and listen. Okay, it's done, chat. New day has begun. Mouse screen, the Bitcoin chart might be deceiving us. What do you mean deceiving us? I don't understand what you mean by that. And you think it will hang in there until last moment? What does the last moment mean? Melt faces. This is not, you're not speaking in technical terms, you're speaking in crypto shaman terms. So you're talking like a shaman would about medicine back in the 1200s, right? All right, JDR, have a good one, man. I'm probably going to do the same in a second. I'm coming back tonight anyway. So, you know, 48, I mean, you're neutral now on the RSI. Huge spike in negative Momo. Eventually, this will, you know, round out and start waning. Probably rise again or something. Maybe to attempt to rally, but not sure, man, right now. It's sitting right at that critical area. The top of the range. Tough crowd. Real tough crowd today, chat. So just hanging out. Looking at your favorite asset of all time. Bitcoin. Do not much anything but sell off. Since it hit the area that 8,500 was a critical area. Hit it and then reversed. Wow. I mean, I don't think it looks like a head and shoulders, no. But if it sells off, that does. You're right, it was a head and shoulders pattern. Like you can't even see it. That's not a shoulder. Just because you had one red candle and then went green again doesn't mean you created a shoulder, dude. I mean, you got to be able to see it. Like, we could see that daily inverse head and shoulders. Once that bullish engulfing candle was painted on a higher low back test of the spring, it was there. It was like, oh my God, it's like you went up and you went down and you went up again. Like you're here, you're like you went up and you went sideways. I mean, not even really sideways. You just had like 16 hours of sideways action, and then you should go straight up again. That's like the same impulse. Heck no, I don't see it as a Head and Shoulders at all. That's erroneous, I think. Whatever, man. So just another red day on Bitcoin. Who knows what today will holds. Always a chance we could see 75, 40, 50, whatever, to back test the neckline of the pattern before running again. Or we could hold somehow right here at 7,800, never fall below it, and then keep going, right? Always a chance. But you can't really be optimistic on Bitcoin for the midterm or long term until we break above 8,500 and hold it, regard it as support, and then we run again. That's when you can start feeling way more optimistic about the crypto king. I don't do NFL predictions ever, Zachary. Sorry, man. Only college football. Deshaun, did you just tune in, I guess? Yes, Brian. Yes. I am. Hey, I mean, you know, whatever. Maybe we'll see 8K again. I mean, last time... See, the thing is, when we were on the way down, we were literally $4 away today from seeing 8K, and that's when a lot of selling came in to push this down. But tough crowd indeed. Bruh.
Tough crowd tipped $25. You'll recognize him as Al Borland from the That's My Mama episode of Tool Time. Sexual ginger chocolate. Mic drop. Crows. That boy good.
Good and terrible.
Yep, I am good and terrible. I guess I am like the sexual chocolate guy, aren't I? In a way. Thank you. Tough crowd, or whatever the Reverend's name was from Coming to America. It's a Randy Watson. Thank you, dude. Yeah, dude. Oh, some days it's easier than others to, I don't know, like... Okay, we get it. You know what's going on with Bitcoin, right? Everyone, are you aware now? Are you like, I better understand the situation on Bitcoin right now. I get it. Thank you, Mitch, for at least talking about it, supports, resistances, the range we broke out of, how we're trying to back test it. We're really struggling on the back test, right? You see how we did back test it and started rallying and immediately started selling off again, meaning like, I guess there's not much demand here. So you don't want to fall below 7,800, really? That's it. Okay. God, no, Jason. Please don't tell me. I'm going to fly to Cali and Probes to me are going to go to that movie together. Okay? If it's true. Coming to America 2 is being made, I heard. Sometimes you got to let the movies go, man. Let them be classics. That's the worst news I've heard all day, actually. Okay, Mark wants to see X. Oh. So at an 886, you know, it I guess it hit it today. Wow. I mean, not even really. It was like 5 cents off. But yep. It's like a bat, like a bullish bat PCZ entry area to go long again. Maybe. Just remember where we are on X, United States Steel. Wait, what the? To go way back. Yeah, we gotta go all the way back to like 2003 to 2002 to see where we are. That is exactly it. You don't want to fall below that, dude. That's real bad, man. We've already been there once. We bounced. We bounced off this one. And now look, we broke in above it and we ran up and then we sold off and now we're trying to back test this area as a spring. Spring back test, maybe. Seems very possible. So yeah, it's like near the entry or whatever, the initial trade, but selling now would probably not be, I mean, it's kind of not a good idea. Like, it's probably like, hey, if we're down here, might as well see if we can fill the gap eventually at 1338. Okay. That's it. Here's your X. You are okay. You are not okay with Coming to America 2 being made either. Well, you live over there, man. You probably got some pull that could get that thing, right? Oh no. It will serve as a sequel to Coming to America. The film will be directed by Craig Brewer from a screenplay by David Sheffield.
Good and terrible.
This is terrible. So bad. Oh, Brian. Time for crypto predictions from the 1200s. Well, dude, I don't know really, you know. I mean, I know World of Warcraft shamans, what they wear, what helmets they wear. I don't really know what real shamans wear, like what helms they wear, dude. Shaman hat. Oh, dang, dude, I'd wear that, I guess. Who would like to see me wear this? Who would like to vote on this hat? Oh, it's perfect too. You know why? Because I can't see in it. Type 1 in the chat if you'd like this to be a hat that we would vote on. And it's the Crypto Shaman. Why are there horns? It's like the Viking turns into this hippie. I don't know. I might have to cut the part for my eyeballs. But yeah, dude, we could do something like that. And play the chimes, the monk chimes with it. Be perfect. I don't know, man. I don't think you could find a hat better than that, chat. There's some serious shaman hats, though, dude. We could get real creative here. So ugly, it's beautiful. Exactly, dude. Oh, man. Oh, now we got some hype in the chat. We got some ones going, dude. Bless the one if he doesn't know how to feel about it. Well, keep feeling, dude. I'm trying to look for another one. I think that's probably the best one. I mean, I see this one, dude. But no, I'm not wearing a goat hat. Sorry, we're not wearing a goat hat. That's weird. Really weird. That's about as good as it's gonna get on the internet, I guess. That's it, chat. Yeah, dude. Bradford's idea is what he wants. Look, it's the shrunken head. I'm not a voodoo. not a witch doctor. I'm a shaman, dude. I don't shrink heads.
Bruh.
That was in the pool. Oh man. What kind of world we live in, dude? I don't know. I just want to go back to home base, Bitcoin base. Okay. No breakout. Still scrubbed. But still up very much from the entry. Really liking this chart. I mean, I'm liking the 4 hour. The way it looks is so pretty. It's so perfect. You can clearly see what's happening. We're really just trying to do what we did here. Hold on for dear life. This Jason thinks the goat hat's rad, man. Of course you do, dudes.
Is that a joint?
I'm not making my own out of household items. I am not that creative. I may have a vision, Kanatomo, right? Like, oh my god, your ideas are good, but like I have to have people create them for me. I can only describe them to the best of my ability, right? I'm good at describing things, but maybe not good at making spaceships and stuff.
Chat mod tip $25. Can you look at Roku? One guy has respectfully requested a couple times. Also a longer term hold for me. THX. Prost.
Yeah, we can take a gander. Honeycomb Bear, what's up, dude? Thanks, chat mod, for the 25. Wow, I think the 75 on the day. Yeah, dude, so we had some ideas about it, and it could never happen. It may never happen, but remember the way we were looking at it before was like the parabola, and then you broke it and then rallied. 52% retrace. You rallied. You made a lower high. Well, actually, dang, dude. 88% retrace. That's still fine. And so, you know, from there you've sold off. But dang, really struggling. I mean, look, you're still making lower highs. Crap. So lower highs with buy wall, I guess. So, you know, you gap down. Distribution is still going on. Somewhat of a buy wall. So it might have downside potential. I don't know, man, right? So what did Shop do? Shopify did the same thing, but rallied, and it's continuing to rally, right? This one sold off. I mean, again, it could very well. We'll just have this in the weekly. Sorry, oops, I just punched my microphone. So it attempted this rally and failed. So it was like a lower high double top. But yeah, now you're still like low, higher low, and now you're making higher lows still. It's tough, man, right? Because it's like you've got accumulation, but you still got distribution. Crap. It's not that easy. It's almost like left shoulder, head, right shoulders.
Bruh.
Jevin, man.
Bruh.
F8 tip $25. WSM Williams Sonoma breakout.
William Sonoma, we'll check it, Jeffy, man. Thanks for the 25, dude. Much love. Really appreciate the V-Chain doing things. And that's like 4 attempts on my life.
Bruh.
Fully prepared. But, you know, it's not even beer. It would be shots. Like, if the variation went, I would be like, oh, I'm going to take a shot now. Okay, so. Oh, yeah, man. How do you look at it? If it's like shoulder, the collar, and then another collar, it's like, this is the collar. Like, very, very tough, man. Very tough. I don't see like how we can do anything here, right? We look at complexity at X, A, B, C, D. Could sell off much lower. But your guess is as good as mine, dude. Right? If we look at it like this, where you hit a top and then you hit your bottom, and it's like now you're like in a range, right? Between $98 and $173. Huge range in the dead middle of it. That makes it even more difficult, right? So you're not even at an ice line or anything. You're just sitting here after continuous lower highs. So I don't see it as that strong. I think you could flip a coin and it could go up or down, right? That's tough, dude. This one's a tough one. Very tough. Okay. I mean, and I see it like a, look, like a left shoulder, another left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, right shoulder, right shoulder. I mean, it could very well be that, like, you can see how your Momo is shifting to the other side. Like, where if it was like this, I'd be like, hey, man, look here, listen, dude, we definitely got something going on with momentum trying to shift here, right? You broke the parabola line. You made a lower high than previous high. Couldn't even touch it. So, again, man, maybe, but there are better opportunities maybe out there. Don't you think? I'm not crazy, am I? What? Thanks, dude. Breakout? Yes, sir, Jeffy, man. Yes, sir. Wow. Yeah, it did. I have not looked at this one before, actually. Well, clearly rounded out, it's like, okay. Yeah, I think you'll have a little resistance right there at 79.42. Not much resistance where we are, though. I mean, we broke the big one. So you got like, all right, 79.42, 80.45, and 89.56. Those are like the next major overhead resistances above you. So yeah, you broke out today. You're not overbought. So Jeffy, there might be more upside potential here. For sure. Of course, we could create a channel or something too, right? I don't think that would be crazy, but not really sure. I mean, it's like accumulation steepened like hard. That's nice. Is that not nice as F, right? 1 and 2 on the bottom and just 3 on the top.
Will you revisit Rockwell Automation?
Rockwell Automation. Yeah. Yes, I will. It's funny. You reversed at the 786, fell, and then earnings, and then gapped up. Completely obliterated it. Stupid bullish, though. Okay, so Jeffy, man, it looks like you're nearing, I think there might be a supply line at $77, right? And you break this, you run up to that, you sell off, you back test. Since we did break it, Jeffy, it is now, it's like not about breaking, it's about our correlation of price action after breaking it, right? So really want to see strength here. Really want to see us continue to rise and maybe back test and hold. If we do that, that's when we could really be kings and push to these next overhead major resistances. Okay, so yeah, that's your channel, it looks like, for now. Your upsloping channel. Beautiful. Very well respected. Okay. Give me a sec. So, I mean, it's clearly huge, super bullish, super bullish, long term. But, I guess you went through a correction, buying climax, January 2018, little mic, and a supply line, nice supply line. Oh my God, look, there was like X, A, B, C, D as well. This was the 786, pulled back a little bit. Then again, earnings blew up. But yeah, you could have definitely said this was an inverse head and shoulders too. Wow, another one. I mean, let's just hindsight, educational stuff, look back on it, and let's just see where we are respectively to the, some sort of measured move of it. Okay. All right, and then you plot collar to collar. I mean, it's almost like a perfect, freaking perfect neckline, straight neckline, not slanted. Love that. All right, you can see it.
Is that a joint?
Could you look at this, Baby Yoda?
Anonymous, thanks for the 420 Yeti. We'll look at that. Sure. Baby Yoda Connect. Gotta love them. If you don't love them, you're terrible. All right, so obviously measure move exceeded. Nearing all-time highs. We haven't touched it yet. 209.43. Man, it's gonna be tough. How after this move do you break all-time high? It's not gonna be easy. You would probably think, I mean, since it is there, it's like high risk because it's like exhaustion, man. Like that's from October 7th to now. I mean, this asset has increased in value 36.67%. That means like not much value, right? No value if you do that in a quarter, in 3 months. So you'd want to see some sort of pullback if you wanted to get in at areas of value, right? Which again, we don't have any right now. So right there, if you can break that, and look, I'll do targets. I don't really care. I mean, I can still do high to low if we did break it. The heck?
Hi Mitch, what is your thought about Intelsat? And Eric, thanks, really appreciate it. Concerned Doge.
Concerned Doge. Oh my God. Yeah, if I owned Doge, I'd be concerned too. Thank you, dude. So, ERIC, Eric. Intelsat. Let me check my notes here. Globalized network. Intelsat operates the world's first globalized network, delivering high-quality, cost-effective video and broadband services anywhere in the world. $542 million in revenue. Well, Dad, what about Eric? I mean, we'll look at the chart. I don't know. I can't. That doesn't work. You can't type in Intelsat and then Eric and then show a ticker or anything. It shows people's names named Eric. Well, look. You concerned, Doge. So targets, if you do break 209, which will be very tough, and if you do, you can just up thrust and then dump it, sell off, and retrace commonly, fill a gap maybe, whatever. But if you do break, at least you have targets going from your high point to low point structure. 227, 237, 250. There you go. That's your reversal range up there if you can break this and not be completely exhausted, up thrust, and then sell off. But like down here, these areas, these common retrace areas, gap fills, these are long positions maybe, where then the run could happen after you aren't exhausted anymore. Everything's reset, oscillators and all that. So, oh my God, dude, a low. Bullish divergence. Are you kidding me? Okay. So education, lots of it. Sweet. Goodness gracious. Whoa, that's not good. Oh, dang. Ugh. See, these ones are tough, dude. So this is Ericsson ADR. Telecommunications. So, well, we probably want to look at it now, range bound. A range between 560, 1535. Look where you dumped and then you ran. So first, second touches, leave it alone. I know we had random areas where we pivoted, but look where we went eventually. Eventually got down at the same area. And then what did we do? We sprung. Oh my God, dude, like a textbook spring. Chat, please. Respect the spring and the back test of the spring. Holy crap, man. Look, when you create an ice line, when you fall below critical support, remember, it's not about breaking the support. It's about the price action following that break. Well, the price action following that break is us getting back above the ice line. What? So, you know, we ran up and then sold off and then back tested. The market confirmed. It's like, hey, this ice line is real, and we are now confirming it is real. It is time to rise. And it did. So, who cares about Eric, the asset, but my God, look at the education involved with it. Look what we can all learn together, or whatever. Okay, other than that, it looks like you've retraced from this high to low, like 50% of the way you've sold off, making a higher low, good. But you're running and you're not making a higher high yet. So, I mean, there's probably a channel or something, right? Like 1 and 2. Yeah, do like a demand line. I mean, I guess you probably could have plotted the other way too. But yeah, it looks like you're just in a channel now, making higher lows, higher highs until now, right? So why I say it's tough on these is because it's like we have no idea. It's not really an uptrend. I mean, you had a great FOMO back in 2000. My God, Ericsson went to 130, 141 before crashing, and it's $8.87 right now, 20 years later. So I can just tell you, right? If you're looking for, I mean, I think if you were a trader and you were to size up this asset, you'd be looking for value at 555, Mr. Shaver's favorite number. And there'd be higher risk up here, $15, right? So when we trying to take a long at the bottom and sell at the top, go short at the top, take profit, cover, they're short at the bottom, right? Range bound, at least since December of 2008. My God, right? This is a weekly time scale. A weekly back test of a spring's pretty strong, man. Since the spring back test, this price has appreciated. I mean, to its top point, 86%. How crazy is that, right? Oh, the Litecoin Foundation official. How do we know you're official, dude? Okay. How do we know? Do you have Litecoin tattooed on your forearm? It's the only way we do know. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think you're real. I don't think you're real at all, dude. Look, why are you live right now? Oh no, dude. This is super scammy. Dude, this is super scammy, dude. What are you doing, man? Come on, dude. Don't act like you're official when you're not. See, I'm here to protect these viewers from people like you. What are you doing, dude? Good God. Yeah, I bet you don't support me now, since you've been exposed. Remember, if you are a scam channel, don't show up in a real channel. Ericsson and Nokia both in the same pool, along with Qualcomm. Used to be a big player in the phone industry. All three huge patents in the 5G sector. Oh my God, pros, man. Could be kings. We could be. Yeah, report that channel. Okay, report it. Thank you. Oh my God. Dude, let's go. Let's go, Sergio. Hello? Breakout? Anyone? Bueller? There, sir. Breakout of the flag. Bullish divergence on a spring. Critical support. Critical support area. Alright? Down-sloping resistance. Broken, man. Breakout is confirmed. I mean, candle close confirmation. I mean, also X, A, B, C, D. Probably $100. Probably, man. I'm sure this is the most recent trade setup I posted for patrons. Heck yeah, man. It's obviously a real person, Drew Martin. Someone has to run the scam, but dang, dude. I mean, that's pretty... I mean, it's like, hey, think about if they just focused their time on not scamming people, what they could accomplish in life. Dang. What are they doing? I mean, they're just clout chasing, right? They were like, hey, hopefully Mitch doesn't say anything about the Litecoin Foundation official. He was just saying that, so all of you would see his name, and y'all would go click on it out of curiosity and be like, hey, I feel like getting scammed today. I'm sending money to the official Litecoin Foundation or whatever. So, F those people. Hard. Let's go, Valero, man. See you at the moon. Thank you, TA. A mix of different TA. From Wyckoff and Wachowski. Just Divergence. Whatever, man. All of it. Yeah, TK, that's the one, man. That's like definitely it, dude. Freaking video game stocks today, kind of like meh. Oh, Disney, yeah, Disney Connect. Old Disney, man. Remember the weekly chart. Measure move, perfect. I mean, this is like a neutral pattern, bullish continuation at this point. It's crazy, the premature breakout, and you sold off and hit the demand line one more time, and that was it. We never saw it again. Now it's almost like X, A, B, C, E stuff. Don't know if that's gonna play out, but so I had it like 200% retrace, reversal, but it wasn't like a formal pattern or anything. Yeah, it looks like you're almost like you're bull flagging. Right, look, we've hit a 38% retrace from your low to high. So you've hit your value area, or the beginning of the value area. People might, I mean, this is where gold reversed. It's where another one reversed we were looking at earlier. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, maybe it's a flag. Somewhat like it, right? Kind of like that. Maybe. It's not like you're getting divergence on the flag. You're still got tons of negative Momo. And what really concerns me about Disney is where we are. We're back inside this crazy large channel. I don't know, man. Like, I used this anchor point on the top side. It was like 1 and 2 on the bottom and just 3 on the top, 4 on the top, kind of. And it's been respected pretty well. But at the same time, it's like we could probably not use that, and because it's not really that good. You don't have that many touches. Why is... That needs to stop existing. Same with that one. And this is just for the sake of education to see what can happen, right? Once the buyers and sellers are done fighting, one side relents. The bulls won this time, so you probably would want to go to log scale, like legit, in this situation. Dude, I don't know how we could plot a channel here, really. It's freaking nuts, man. I'm on the weekly. So you can almost look at it like this, okay? I mean, another way, remember, if you're range bound from 1998 until 2012, it's just simple, but like you could do this on any time scale. Weekly, monthly, daily, 4-hour, 60-minute. And let's make it exact on percentage change. So 214%. 214%. I can't really get it exact, but you can see the percentage change. You are right at it, a little bit higher. Nice measured move of the range. Dude, think about Disney from 1998 to 2012 was a terrible investment. You didn't make anything in like over 10 years. My God. It all returned to the mean though once we broke in 2012. Okay. So you're asking me do Disney, but Disney just made a measure move of this crazy, you know, what is it? 5-year large pattern. Hit the measure move, sold off, rallying again. It's pretty much right at the measure move still. I mean, like, it attempted a rally, made a higher high, and shows a weekly bearish divergence. I don't know, man. I'd be careful. I'd be careful. I know, of course, the macro can just go insane, but I mean, to ignore daily or weekly bearish divergence, kind of sketchy, man. You want to start zooming out on these high flyers. You want to start looking at the weekly, start seeing what it's doing. And that should give you a good indication. Oh, we're showing exhaustion on the weekly? What? VFF, I don't know, man. That thing's broken all the critical supports. Is below $6, which was kind of like, hey, if we were below it for a little while, but we're like staying below $6. I don't really like that. And I do think, yeah, it could very well turn around at some point, but the way it's performing compared to the macro is terrible. I mean, Halliburton's just, you know, pulling back because oil, right? Okay, oil, obviously, everything's cooling off. So, you know, energy, yes, it's selling off again. Craig Carmichael says, really enjoying the Patreon content. Took a short position on GE. I don't know, man. Be careful, maybe, but oh, see maybe why. Yeah, you've got that bearish divergence, really nasty bearish divergence on the daily on GE, and it's in a downtrend. I mean, like, maybe not right now, but yeah, I can. This is why Craig probably took a short, because buyers might be exhausted already, which is freaking wild. Keep like so annoying. Hold on. Keep not saving on this one. So he's taking a short at the most shallow retrace because of divergence. Alright, so it's like we had an ascending triangle of some sort, it looked like, and we back tested it and we're running, but man, we're running to hit the first fib node, exhausted. So he might be hey, it might work out for him. Now, if you're looking for targets, previous low to high, if that is the high, which we have no idea really yet, okay, because this has to come down here before we even know it's a valid swing low. Profit taking level, if you took a short, probably going to be around 994, and then your secondary target will be 940. I mean, it'd be like this, you know, that's the top. 50% retrace. 61.8% retrace, valid targets for, you know, short, to cover your short, if you will. All right, good eye, man. Exhaustion. Hey, he's doing the right thing, right? He's doing the right thing. Why? Because we just got the weekly to know why he might be doing the right thing. It's a downtrend, though. We did double bottom here, and so there might be more upside potential here. Like there really could be. I mean, this thing going to run like this, but even on the run like this, look, you'd run up and then you dump. And there could be short opportunities. You dumped again, but I get it, man. See, the problem is though, on the weekly, you're not really ever bought, but I guess a little bit of divergence is there on the MACD. Definitely not the RSI. RSI looks really strong, and it's in bullish territory in the weekly, so this could continue to climb. But maybe on the daily, you get paid because of the divergence. Okay. Sweet, Craig, man. Good luck, dude. All right, man. I've been live for like 1 hour and 40 minutes. Michael says, thanks, Mitch. Took a few hours out today to study stocks. Feels good to get your education connect on it. Yeah, dude. Proud patron. Awesome, dude. Really appreciate your support. All the patrons, really, really thankful. And tonight, ironically, talking about that, tonight is Patreon night. So, pre-game, if you are a patron and you want to hang out and just talk about stuff, I'll be there 30 minutes before the live stream. So that is, I will be in the voice chat, Patreon voice chat, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. So be there. You want to hang out, and then stick around, because then that's normally we'll drink and have a good time and just chill and shoot the S on stream together. So be fun, man. Bitcoin, 7826. It's no buying pressure right now. I mean, we just bearishly engulfed on the last candle, and this any kind of movement to the upside is nothing. Like, there's absolutely no pop or anything. So meaning, okay, now we're just at a critical support, just sitting there. Could very well break that. And if we break, just go back to it. By the way, Bitcoin on the weekly. Developing a bullish engulfing candle. My God, if it's not becoming the crappiest, scrubbiest bullish engulfing candle ever, Where it's like, oh my God, look, man, we ran up and hit the critical overhead resistance on the weekly and daily. You see it? It's in a joke, man. Talk about this. This is like we were screaming about 8,500 billion times. 84 to 8,500. You hit it and you pull back pretty violently. But the week's not over. It's only Thursday. So we got to, at least the market will be open on the weekend. But at this point, it'd be a technical bullish engulfing candle. Blue time scale. So great. So after a nice January 7th, that was the crazy day with Iran and US and all that stuff. All those gains are pretty much gone. I mean, not all of them, but pretty much. The follow through price action candle after the breakout. So you're definitely not overbought. You're perfect, man. I mean, you're 58.40, so not quite bullish, but right around there. Plenty of room to run to the upside. Okay. So you see it. You see where we are. We touched the downslope, the supply line. We touched the historical horizontal line resistance, and not 1 nanometer higher. That's it. So at some point, hopefully we can bounce before the back test, but it does seem very possible we could see 7,500, 7,550 for back test before warning again. But at the end of the day, and all days, what we need to see on Bitcoin, if you really care about this and you want the trend to reverse, wherever we decide to stop selling, wherever this new little consolidation sell-off ends, we need to see a pivot higher low. Pivot higher low than 68.50. That's all you have to do. And we would continue to rise to the upside and test 8,500 again. So, gotta see a higher low. That is the most important thing you should get from this stream. Second most important thing would be the 4-hour chart, where you can see we were range bound for 2 months. We broke out of the range, and now we're trying to back test the top of the range as support. But it is not guaranteed that we will hold. There may not be enough demand. Not enough buy orders to keep you up. I mean, it doesn't look very strong right here. It's just you bounced a couple times, rallied, barely rallied, and then just dumped again. Just barely engulfed on the last 4-hour candle. Gross. So again, you don't hold this, you're going to 75, 50 probably. Okay? Still unknown. if this will hold. It could. If it holds here, we could run to the upside, right? Run on up. But for now, you're right there. Critical areas. So that's what I'm going to leaving you with, right? So I'll be back again tonight, though, if you want another dose of me. Sure, probably not, but I'll be back with a few others. So thank you so much for the likes, love, support, the contribution. Joe, amazing. Thanks for people that are supporting the team via Patreon. And if you do want to learn more about technical analysis, support resistance, Wyckoff, Gartley, whatever, harmonics, Fibonacci, anything that you see me do every day, you can learn almost all of it, pretty much all of it, in the Patreon. So, and at the same time, you do support what I do. And that's like you saying, hey, I want you to keep coming back every day to do what you do. So, thanks for that. So I'll be back tonight. Until next time, respect the TA.
Adios, turd nuggets.